We turn to Moscow now, where a funeral has been held for Russian opposition leader Alexey Navalny after his body was finally released to his mother. This happened just hours ago. Now, mourning Navalny in public is an act of defiance in Vladimir Putin's Russia. Still, large crowds have bravely gathered in the streets, risking arrest or worse. Ramy Inocencio is following the day's events for us. Ramy, good morning.
Tony, good morning there. Yeah, just before we came on the air, we actually saw our first glimpse from inside that ceremony showing Alexey Navalny's body. Outside, people were clapping and shouting, "Don't give up, and we will not forget." And that is because Russian opposition to President Vladimir Putin has lost its most famous leader.
2 weeks after his death in a remote Arctic penal colony, Alexey Navalny, the face of Russia's opposition movement, laid to rest at 47 years old. Navalny's family and allies say they faced hurdle after hurdle just to get to this day. His mother claimed Russian authorities withheld his body right after he died. His supporters say funeral directors and even hearse drivers have been threatened from working on today's farewell. And as the Kremlin continues to crack down on critics of Vladimir Putin, any attendees could face detention. Navalny's wife, Yulia Navalnaya, warned mourners this week.
I'm not sure yet whether it will be peaceful or whether police will arrest those who have come to say goodbye to my husband.
This morning, outside the church on the snowy outskirts of Moscow, riot police assembled to put down any protests while barriers lined the perimeter. Human rights activists say hundreds of Navalny supporters, what's left of them in the country, have already been detained since his death. Since 2021, Navalny had been kept in prison on escalating allegations, first of violating parole, later embezzlement, then terrorism. His allies say they were all trumped-up charges. Late last year, Navalny was transferred to a penal colony above the Arctic Circle. This video of him smiling, even joking with prison officials, was the last time he was seen alive. Russia's prison service said he died the next day.
And that funeral service has now finished. Navalny's coffin has now arrived at the cemetery. Navalny's wife believes he was poisoned in prison. The official death certificate, though, says he died from natural causes. And, Nate, the timing is notable. Russia's presidential election is in 2 weeks. Vladimir Putin is already expected to win, keeping him in power until 2030.
Ramy, thank you.